Murray State, very good football team. They opened this past week against Kentucky Wesleyan, who had moved up from the NAIA just a couple of years ago to Division II. They beat them 67-7, and so Murray is very good offensively. They they throw the football around the park. They've got a transfer quarterback from Old Dominion University, and he started quite a few games at Old Dominion. And then before he transferred to Murray this year. He was a parade All-American in high school, a highly recruited guy. So they've got a guy that can really throw the football around. A couple of very good receivers. They've got some speed on the outside. They're a lot like Samford offensively from the last couple of years. They're going to spread it out and throw the bubbles and the hitches and all of that, and then take a shot or two down the field. The thing that a little bit different, last year they didn't run the ball a whole lot. This past week they rushed the football for 200 yards against Kentucky Wesleyan. So so you don't know, have they made a commitment to that, or is that just something that week one they got ahead and we're running the clock and wanting to run the football. Defensively, a lot of good athletes. They held Kentucky Wesleyan to pretty much shut them out until late when they started playing some young guys, but they're big up front, not as big as what we saw this past week against Kansas State, but they've got a 270 defensive tackle and a 290 nose, whereas this past week both of them were right around 300. Their defensive ends are in that 240, 250 range. Which and they're in that 6'1", 240, 250, very athletic. They're a very, very athletic front. A lot of speed in the secondary, and they do a lot. The problem that they present defensively is that they have a lot of athleticism. They've got guys that can run, and then they show you a lot of multiple looks. They'll line down in a 4-2 on one play, 4 D linemen, 2 linebackers, a base look. Then the next play, they'll be in a bear front with everybody covered and blitz. And then the next front, they'll be in a 6-1 blitz. And then the next front, they'll be in so they throw a lot of different looks at you that makes you prepare. So fortunately, we've got an older group up front and we've got a very experienced quarterback that they don't do anything that we haven't seen before. It's just they do all that we have seen before. So it will be. It's good to have some guys that have played. So big challenge for us this week. And our big focus is on us. What we need to do to be a better football team, to be the best football team that we can be this week, and go play our game.
Your incredible lives are what make Arkansas so special. That's why doing our part to keep you amazing is our mission. By providing the most skilled doctors and nurses to heal you from sickness or injury, and giving comprehensive care to support your recovery, we're your guide to health. All so you can keep on giving, keep on inspiring,
and keep on amazing.
For the care that keeps you amazing, visit Baptist-Health.com.
Here I am back at UCA. This is where I got my start. Acting in plays, studying literature, writing scripts. Campus has grown so much in the last few years, and the technology is incredible. UCA is where I learned the craft of storytelling and got ready for a career in New York and LA. That's how I got here. Go here and go anywhere. Go UCA.
Ertz was their leading rusher last season, and keeping him hemmed up was a pretty key part, I'm sure, for you guys for the game plan going in, and you really did a great job, I thought, keeping him from being two-dimensional. He did make some outstanding throws, which is not necessarily in his character. I think 10 completions, and unfortunately 4 of them went for touchdowns, but what kind of challenge does that create dealing with a dual-threat guy like that? Yeah,
we came to the game knowing he's going to be able to run the ball, but that's not what they did this game. He changed it to a whole different player, and he was throwing the ball like he was – they changed their offense because we stopped the run, and we just had a few miscues back in the back end, and just had to get better with that.
Yeah, Jesse Ertz looked a little bit like Jesse Palmer through most of the game. He was certainly dropping some dimes. It was impressive. As you enter your final season, you're one game in now. What are some thoughts going in, goals for you set for yourself and for the team? What are your hopes?
Just get better at pass rush. We didn't get after the quarterbacks like we should have this game. So just lock in and key in and just play better from the D-line and everywhere on defense.
As far as last year, you guys got some great experience. Mentioned you played, started 13 games. I think maybe almost 20 in your career you started. As far as that playoff experience and seeing that carry over to this year, no stage is obviously too big. You go to Eastern Washington last year, played really well early on, got a home playoff win. Obviously you've had a lot of great experiences, and I know you're hoping to use that this year to get back to the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely. And this year's a little bit different because the bar is a little higher. We're expecting to go to the playoffs, so it's not like, okay, let's make it there. It's okay, let's push through and have a good seating when we get there. So, and I think it all starts up front, like Coach Campbell always is telling us. It starts up front with the offensive line. And you were mentioning earlier running backs, and I don't think we have a very common running backs back there because, they're all really, really good. You could throw any of those guys in there, and honestly, they would all produce for us well. But, yeah, it's all about just going out there and hard work and just preparing during the week and pushing hard and making sure we're ready for Saturday when the game comes around.
Coach, feel free to jump in on this one, too. I love the new wrinkle you guys put in, and it's really a triple option of sorts, but you put the wide receiver in motion, and you've got, obviously the back and then the receiver you can work with or the quarterback can take it. Not what we saw last night with Georgia Tech, but it's certainly some football that's fun to watch. It's exciting, and the run game probably doesn't get enough respect as far as being entertaining.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, Gilberto, as far as the wrinkle goes, what does that do? What kind of challenge does that create for an offensive lineman blocking with that triple option?
It makes it easier because now they have to defend, really three people. So at times the linebacker go out and we'll just kind of push the defensive tackle out and create a big hole down the A gap. So it really helps us a lot.
Yeah.
Knowing that the guys back there can pick an option and they pick their poison and we go from there.
Across divisions, sports, championships, and schools for nearly 500,000 student athletes, college sports create lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. We've raised the academic bar, so more are earning degrees, creating healthier campuses by working with the nation's brightest minds, and making sure more have the chance to succeed and are supported on their journey. But beyond the numbers, it's about opportunity, and we're working to provide it for every student athlete.
At UCA, we have the second highest on-campus undergraduate enrollment in the state, for a reason. Lots of reasons, actually. The University of Central Arkansas. Go here and go anywhere.
I was going to the community pool and I saw a football team practicing and I just stopped by and I just started going every day. And I actually was too young to play. I was 7 at the time, but the coach didn't know that, so he signed me up because I was a bigger kid. And he didn't find out until right before the first game when we had turned in our birth certificate. And then he was like, "You're too young," but he still ended up letting me play. A lot of people always told me I was good enough to play, leading up to high school and throughout high school. But I really wanted to play baseball and pursue a career in baseball, but it didn't happen. It was one of the only visits I came on, but once I got here, I was like, yeah, I like it. And then I'm from Arkansas, and my family's here, so I was like, fits well. I say Luke Kuechly, because he's a great linebacker, so I feel like if I can maybe beat him or make a miss or something like that, I have a good chance. Goal line, 1 yard line, 312, going up over the top, scoring, winning the game. A-gap, brother. Hit it A-gap.
No
know what to do. Go out there, play fast, play with confidence. We ought to be able to knock these suckers off the football if we'll execute and play fast. Defensively, play hard, man. Play hard, come off the football. This gives us a chance to get after the quarterback and run to the ball. Play fast. Coach Stewart.
At UCA, students come in with the second highest ACT and GPA in the state and leave with a career that's second to none. The University of Central Arkansas. Go here and go anywhere.
I done said all I need to say. Am I right? Yes, sir. One play at a time. You be the difference maker. You be the difference maker. One play at a time. Here we go. Be somebody special today now. It's on, baby! Yeah, it's on, baby! Yeah, it's on, baby! 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 It's on, baby!
Officially the 31. The Bears will fake the handoff. Hayden Hildebrand up the middle across the 35 to the 40-yard line. Bears should have been a first down carry. They're going to mark him just shy at the 40-yard line. So officially a 9-yard pickup. Two receivers out to the wide right side. Fake the handoff. Quick throw by Hildebrand. And he has his man at around midfield, and that is the freshman, Brandon Myers, who we knew we were going to see a lot of. We saw a lot of him last week, Chris. Made a great catch in traffic out of the gate in Florida, and makes a nice catch there. He's a big target, and certainly he and Hayden Hildebrand are going to connect a lot here this season. Outside to Cox, left side, down the left sideline, 30, 25, 20. Knocked out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A beautiful throw and catch. Nothing special there, just fired it out to Brandon Cox. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, right to left. Cummins' kick is up and good. So the Bears jump out to a 3-0 lead here in the early going. 11:51 to play, and after a stop on defense, the Bears turn it into points. And they will hand it off here to the left side. Goes Pennick, and he is mowed down by the Bears. And there's Chambers again, and Chambers has been active in the early going here. One of the greats for the Bears as far as tackles for loss go. Ball snap back, Schuler. Under pressure, hit by Chambers. Ball is out, and the Bears pick it up, and they're running toward the end zone. They're knocked out at the 5-yard line. A fantastic job there by Chambers. I mentioned he's been active early, Chris, and did a great job there. And it's Chris Terrell, the outstanding sophomore, recovering the fumble, and the Bears are in business. It is a 5-man front for Murray State. Blackman finds a hole, pushes late into the end zone. Goes the super sophomore from Gosnell. So the Bears on the board again. 2 possessions, 2 scores, and this one comes after a beautiful job forcing a turnover on the strip by Chambers, the pickup by Terrell, and so far so good tonight as well. Schuler, handoff up the middle. Pennick going nowhere quickly. Sutton in on the tackle among 3 Bears. Jackson got a hand in there as well, or maybe they'll try to run it again here. Nope, they'll fake it. Pressure again. Schuler steps up this time, avoids the pressure. Jackson's got him though. Another sack by the Bears. Chris Chambers providing the pressure. Schuler ran out of it and right into the arms of an extended Eric Jackson, who laid out to trip up the quarterback. Schuler back to pass under pressure again, and he is caught again. 2 Bears colliding with him for the sack. Jackson, one of them.
Jackson's second sack of the game.
Nathan Grant got a piece of him as well. Hayden Hildebrand back to pass, goes to the left slot, has his man. First down, Central Arkansas. And it is Lester Wells, who came up big last week, Chris. And it is definitely power football time, and they will run off of short. There goes Blackman, sidesteps across midfield down to the 44-yard line of Murray State. A beautiful run, and that time we see not the power but the speed of the Gosnell Express. Carlos Blackman Hildebrand looking to screen it to the right side. Dillard has it across the 40, inside the 35-30, picks up a block and runs over his blocker down to the 25-yard line. A beautiful wide receiver screen there. They'll roll the pocket to the right side. Hildebrand, late pitch to Crossley, across, or inside, I should say, the 15 down to the 10, and they will mark him inside the 10-yard line. Plenty for another first down for Central Arkansas. He's looking left side. He'll now move the launch point out to the left side, flips it into the end zone, caught for a touchdown, Central Arkansas, and that was Jakari Dillard. Beautiful job by Hayden Hildebrand, biding time. Nice job by Dillard working around the backside of the defender, coming back and falling to the ground and catching it in one motion as he extends the lead for Central Arkansas here tonight in Murray, Kentucky. They will fake it to him, throw it over the middle, nearly picked off. And a great job in there by Juan Jackson as he dove in and jumped right in the passing lane. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. That would have been one where he could have cartwheeled it in the end zone. Play action, under pressure, and down he goes again. Schuler dropped again, and this time
it was a host of them, but I think Chris Terrell was the final guy.
Yeah, we're going to give Chris Terrell the sack on that one.
Yeah.
He goes Hildebrand, deep pass over the middle, has a man, caught by Cox at the 20, 15, ripped down by his helmet. No flag on the play, was dragged down by his helmet there. An odd-looking play there. Hildebrand quickly outside. Touchdown for the time being. Myers with the grab, and that would be his first touchdown. There's a flag on the play. I think the Racers jumped. We'll see what the call is. If it stands, that is the freshman out of Plant City, Florida's first touchdown as a Bear.
Defense, number 99, penalties decline. Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense, number 95. That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. Touchdown is good.
Well, there you go. Congratulations to the outstanding freshman Brandon Myers. His first touchdown as a Bear officially, and oh, by the way, the Bears will have 15 yards to work with. Penix stays in there. They will hand it to him, and he is hit immediately. Chambers finishes him off, and he will be short of the first down. No gain on the play, and the Bears are fired up. They'll fake the handoff. Schuler trying to loft it down the right sideline, and it is batted away. Beautiful play defensively by the All-American Trey Smith. It was a nice throw by Schuler, but a little better defensive play. He was trying to find Jonathan Moss. All right, they're going to run Chandler Dexter out to the wide side as part of a trips formation, and they're going to throw it here on first down. Hildebrand wants it all, has a man. It is caught. Joe Hampton, 25-20, 15-10, 5, touchdown, Central Arkansas. And the redshirt freshman from Little Rock Christian takes it to the house.
Great play call design there, moving Dexter to the outside. The defense was all of a sudden wondering, what the heck is this? They're moving a big play superback, who's usually blocking for the lead backs, out to the outside. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know who to cover, and that left Hampton wide open down the middle, split those two safeties in half.
Well, so much for being conservative out of the gate, and Roman Gordon not available. We knew that Joe Hampton was going to get more of an opportunity. They raved about him as a redshirt last year, working against the Bear defense, and he showed it right there. Incredible speed. He had an amazing high school career, and he finally shows up as a Bear, gets an opportunity, makes the most of it, and the Bears tack on 7 more. It's 30-3. He drops back. He's looking right side. Chris Chambers in hot pursuit. Throws it out there. It's picked off. No! Dropped by Trey Smith. And Trey Smith broke on it perfectly right in the passing lane. He was running and bobbling it and had it. And, I mean, I'm talking clean in his hands, and he could not have come up with it. That's why he plays defensive back and gets it away. Smith will catch it at the 35. A little bit of room to run. Now circles the field back around. Runs backwards to his 30. Trying to avoid Murray State defenders. Does so. 35-40. 45 midfield. He's into Murray State territory, and he's tackled inside the 40-yard line.
No flags.
And a big return by Trey Smith there. He had to go backwards to do it. He ended up running probably about 50 yards. He's going to be credited with around a 30-yard return. A beautiful job there by Trey Smith. And they will come. Hildebrand takes it left side, steps back inside, has the first down and more. 20, 15, 10, 5. Hildebrand dropped at the 2-yard line. A great run by the Central Arkansas quarterback on the play. Game set behind him, gets it up the middle. It's Blackman time, into the end zone. Carlos Blackman with another touchdown for Central Arkansas.
His second of the game, his 16th carry, and just over 55 yards for the Gosnell Express.
Fakes the handoff, whips it out. Smith again, basically the same play. He'll try to duck inside, get to the 20, and he's ripped down. Can't quite reach the 20, but does get down to the first down territory that he needed, out to the 19-yard line. formation. Battle gets it, sidesteps on the move, 25-30. What a play by Battle as he sidestepped a couple of players there. And now the Bears are going to get flagged as the official went down the sideline, ran into a Bear assistant. Fake the Battle. Throw in the seam. He has his man, and down he goes at the 39-yard line in a beautiful throw and catch before the season. And Bears with another big first down gain there. Yeah, and he's got Myers, the freshman, who's got his first touchdown tonight on the outside. Now they'll run it to the right side. Pitch out to Battle. Trying to fight through a tackle. Does. Leans forward. Gets through another tackle. Still on his feet. Still fighting forward. And what a run by Cedric Battle! Cooper right up the middle. Has it at the 25. Inside the 25. Down to the 22. And delivered a strong finish to that run as he buried the defender in the ground. This one will go for 36 if it's good. Kick is up. It is low. And it is good. All right. There you go, Hayden Ray, that away. 3 more points for the Bears as they now have 41 on the night with 5:35 to go. 41-6, and that's a wrap. Bears win it. 41-13. Coach, you know, you told us a while back, a little foreshadowing, that there would be a real youth movement this year, despite all the seniors playing a significant role this year. And boy, you saw a couple of young guys come up big in the passing game tonight. Brandon Myers got his first touchdown. We played the Hampton touchdown a moment ago, the redshirt freshman. A lot of other guys got in the mix, and it was great to see that. I mean, you're getting a lot of young guys mixing in there with those upperclassmen.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, we're a young football team when you know, now that all the scrimmages are over and all the, you know, and then you turn around and you look at it, we got a lot of young guys out there, but the young guys are playing well. And, you know, getting that experience last week and then finding out how it feels to win and to make plays and to, you know, keep it rolling. And you know, we learned a lot on the sideline, how, you know, how we play our game and everything like that. So, you know, hopefully we'll continue to improve from here. That's what we need to do, is to continue to get better. But, you know, Joe Hampton went in there and made a big play. Brandon Myers made a big play. The freshman, the transfer running back, I thought he ran the ball really well. Cedric ran the ball well. You know, Nathan Grant's a freshman. He played good over there on defense. You know, a lot of those young guys stepped up and did well. I mean, we act like Juan's an old guy. You know, Juan's a sophomore, so, you know, had a lot of young guys over there playing well.
Chris, big night tonight, and as Justin just said, you particularly set the tone for the defense this evening.
Yes, sir. I needed to come out here today and really make plays for my brothers, and I felt like everyone had a lot of good support going into the week to have a better game than we did last week as a D-line and as a defense just in general. We don't want to be a team that's known for giving up 55 points, so we had to change it around a little bit, and so we made a lot of plays out there.
It seems like you guys had an answer to everything they tried tonight, true?
Oh yeah, for sure. We had a few different calls that we put in this week because we knew they were going to pass it, and so we just executed well, and everyone played with urgency, and it was a better game.
Urgency and tempo seems to be y'all's style.
Oh, that's right. That's what we do. That's how we practice, so that's how we're going to play.
Yeah, the pride of Little Rock Christian, he got out here and showed out tonight. Got a touchdown pass. How'd that feel?
It felt real good. You know, first college touchdown. That's something I'll never forget. So it was real good.
10 different receivers caught the ball tonight. You guys spread the love, to say the least.
Yeah, we did. We worked in practice. You know, just we figured we have a big week this week, so figured everybody get a chance.
Hayden Hildebrand, though, a good guy to get the ball around, and he just goes to the next guy, seems like.
Right. No, Hayden's a real good quarterback. Always sits in there in pocket for us and picks a good receiver. So we're real excited we have him. So.
Supposed to do. Proud of the effort, man. We got that bad taste out of our mouth, and that's the kind of football team we can be. But it's gonna. Are we there yet? Yes, sir. Y'all know we ain't even scratching the surface yet. We ain't even scratching, but we're making progress. We're getting there. Very proud of of the improvement that we made and how hard you guys played. We played a good football team, and you dominated. You dominated. Very proud of that. How many did we wind up with? 41. Let's count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 41.